If you want to add cards, well, there's two ways you can do it. You can either go to add here or press A and bring up the note editor, or you can go into browse and you can add from here. What we're going to do is just press add, and let's make it bigger so we can see what we're doing. Now the top left has the type of note. Now when you first get Anki, you actually just have these four. You have basic, basic and reversed card, basic optional reverse card, and close. So basic is what you see here. It's literally just front and back. But we have now spelling and sounds and MB basic card. These are the two new note types that we have. So whenever you install a deck, such as the one we supply you, you automatically gain that note type. So if we go to basic, you see it just has a front and a back. Under fields, just has two fields. These are the note fields. And you can rename these, you can reposition them however you want. But we've already done that for you with our Mandarin Blueprint basic card. So you shouldn't have to do that, at least not for a good while. So for every note, say I had a Chinese word on the front, so ni hao on the back, I might have hello. Now I can press add, or I can press command and enter, or control and enter for Windows. And I'm going to put it into our default deck, which should be empty. So now in the default deck, there'll be one card in there. I have to set it to 5 new cards in the options group so that we can actually see anything. And that's what it will look like. Pretty boring. But we've actually given you a bunch of cards already formatted, so you don't need to worry about making cards at this early stage. You can wait until you finish the course. Now, I don't need this card, so I can just press function delete for Mac, or just delete for Windows. Get rid of that card, that whole note and its card. So if we go back to add, we're still on basic and default. If I go to basic and reversed card, choose this note type instead, and we go to cards here, you notice that there's 2 different cards for this. So there's one that shows this way around with the front and then the back, and there's the other one that shows the back first and then the front. Basic optional reverse card. I might add if I wanted to add a reverse card for this particular note, then I would add a Y in there. Then there's a close card, which is made for sentences. So if I had, for example, ni hao ma, and how are you, I could then create a close delete. It's the menu up here, and this one here is the close delete. And I'm going to create close delete. You notice I didn't actually click on that button. I just pressed a shortcut. You want to try and use shortcuts as much as you can with Anki. We'll give you a big list of them in the handout. Command, Shift, and C, and that's exactly what I did. For Windows, it would be Control, Shift, and C. Or I could just go ahead and press the button here. No problem. So what you get when you create a closed deletion is this C1 and this special coding here with these brackets. C1 means one card or one close. I'm not actually sure what the C really stands for, but that means that this one note, as in all this information here, has created one card. If I wanted to do the same with ma, I could, and I would create 2 cards now. And we can see that if I go into browse. So I've just added that card. I'll just press B. And I've got 2 cards here. So if I go to preview up here in browse, that's what that particular card would look like. If I clicked on this one, that's what this card would look like. So I have one for hao and one for ma. And I say I wanted to add a 3rd card. Just do exactly the same, but within the browse window, and it has the same effect. You notice nothing's appeared on here yet, but if I just go at the top of this search bar and press return, then it resets the screen, and I can see all 3 there. So here's my close 3 preview. Now ni is also a card. That's pretty much how closed deletes work. We're going to get into more detail in the actual course when we talk to you about sentences, which is much later on. Just a couple of things you want to be careful of when you're adding new cards. Check the type. Make sure you've got the right type. If it's a single word or a character, you don't want close. You probably want basic or MB basic rather. And make sure it's going into the right deck. Just use your shortcuts whenever you can to save time.